Niger State, north-central Nigeria, is a land of immense natural resources, the largest in the country and a major contributor to national policy and food security and sovereignty, as it is blessed with vast, rich and cultivable land. The state is equally blessed with both surface and underground water. These gigantic waterways have from time immemorial served as a vital source of communion, nourishing its people, shaping its landscapes and providing a source of livelihood for generations. From farming and fishing to transportation and cultural traditions. However, on the 29th of May 2025, the skies above Niger State suddenly opened in a deluge of torrential rain, unleashing a force of nature that many communities, including Mokwa town, headquarters of Mokwa local government area of Niger State, had not seen in recent history. Were it possible for the floodwater to speak, there would have been many stories of woe to tell. It is tagged the 2025 Mokwa flood, an unforgettable experience where waters surged with ferocity, submerging over 250 settlements and overwhelming local shelters and public properties, pouncing on the unsuspecting, unprepared inhabitants who were left helpless and forced to bow to its overwhelming pressure.
My wife is a businesswoman. Some storage that she did, like unicorn, melo, aluboy, granite, is to reach 50 bags that we lost.
The seven for the call. Before we pack anything, therefore we reach here, we will not get pack anything. All my father house everywhere just damaged. Even anything we not see carry. We don't know where we go sleep now. Beg, may they just help us with the house.
People that were displaced were well over 3,000. And the houses that were submerged are more than 300 that were submerged. And the people that are in dire need of humanitarian assistance today are more than 9,000.
Public infrastructure, including roads, health centers and schools, suffered significant damages, impeding access to basic services and humanitarian aid.
Effort to resuscitate public infrastructure in the area is ongoing, particularly that it got to do with health facilities, then the schools.
Contaminated water sources and collapsed sanitation systems triggered disease outbreaks in overcrowded camps.
We recorded more than 200 lives that we identify, recovered and were buried. And up till this moment that I'm talking to you, nobody can account for the number of people that are missing.
The livelihoods of thousands of inhabitants were not only disrupted, but halted, with farming and fishing activities severely affected by major losses of crops and farm produce just blooming with promising harvest. The havoc transcends to habitat destruction and water pollution, livestock deaths and feed scarcity, further deepening economic hardship. In the aftermath, emergency response teams were mobilized, but the scale of destruction posed immense challenges while volunteers and aid organizations rushed to the scene to provide relief, food, medical supplies, and temporary shelter. However, the road to recovery remains long and arduous. Niger State Governor Farmer Mohammed Umaru Bago demonstrated a strong political will and commitment towards providing succor to the affected persons and the communities ravaged by this devastating flood disaster in Mokwa.
The enumeration of people who are affected will be done, is chaired by my deputy, and we'll dole out 1 billion naira. And we have a lot of food we have brought out from the stores. Niger State government is also doling out 10 trucks of rice, 10 trucks of maize, 10 trucks of millet, 10 trucks of beans, and 10 trucks of sorghum to these people.
The governor equally awarded a 7 billion naira road construction project linking Mokwa and Rabat town, including the construction of 4 bridges.
Niger State government, understanding the need for connectivity between Mokwa town and Rabat town, we have already awarded the road construction that has 4 bridges from here to Rabat. It is going to cost us 7 billion naira.
Former Governor Umaru Bago is also planning to construct drainage systems and concrete bridges in Mokwa to prevent future flooding. The Niger State Emergency Management Agency, in collaboration with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, with support from other government and non-governmental organizations, also responded to the flooding emergency.
It's a very tragic situation, unfortunately a very sad one. As you can see, we've been on ground providing, in conjunction with Red Cross and other organizations, providing search and rescue. And what I can see is quite devastating.
The main purpose is to condole them first of all, and to take assessment of the site of where the flooding happened. And from what we saw, it's really not a sight to behold.
It has been widespread across the state. Almost in every zone of the state, we have this devastating effect.
The federal government, Niger, Borno, and Taraba state governments, as well as members of Senate, House of Representatives, all showed empathy through donations to the Mokwa flood victims.
The president has authorized the immediate release of 2 billion naira to immediately commence the construction of homes destroyed by the disaster.
Individuals like farmer Governor Mohammed Umaru and his wife Hajia Fatima Umaru Bago, Senators Mohammed Sani Musa, Abubakar Sani Bello, Peter Jia Nda Likali, Saidu Musa Abdullahi, Isa Liman Kantigi, former Governor of Anambra State Peter Obi, and many others also made their cash donations to bring succor to the flood victims in Mokwa. The list continues with more donations coming in from financial institutions, international and private organizations, as well as social and religious groups.
The committee was put in place, comprising of security organizations, NGOs here, NEMA, SEMA, IOM, Red Cross, and other response agency, to do detailed assessment and really find out, actually identify the real people of which they have done.
Niger State government remains committed to working with all tiers of government, communities, civil society, and international organizations to protect lives, preserve livelihoods, and build a resilient future for the citizens of Niger State. The leadership of former Governor Mohammed Umaru Bago remains grateful to all those who, in one way or the other, supported the 2025 Mokwa flood victims during their moment of grief.